The 59th Medical Wing, located at Joint Base San Antonio, Texas, is the Air Force's premier healthcare, medical education, research, training, and readiness wing. Unique among Air Force wings, the 59th Medical Wing is one of only 2 remaining medical wings in the Air Force. The first hospital was designated 3700th United States Air Force Hospital, located in the area referred to as the Hill, on June 7, 1942. The hospital's first mission was simply to take care of the aviation cadets at the pre-flight training center adjacent to Kelly Field. However, by the end of World War II, the hospital had swelled to a 1,500-bed facility and began its mission of serving as a regional medical facility. The building, most people know of today, came about due to the Korean conflict, with many soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines returning from the conflict needing medical attention. Hospital senior leaders drew up plans to construct a new and larger medical facility, which opened in 1957 and was redesignated as the United States Air Force Hospital Lackland. It was in this new facility, most of which remains today, that hospital personnel participated in the first of what would become a long list of medical highlights to include providing medical support to the National Aeronautics and Space Administration's NASA Project Mercury. Construction in 1960 added another 500 beds to the facility. On March 2, 1963, due to Major General Wilford Hall's significant contribution to the Air Force, the United States Air Force Hospital was redesignated as the Wilford Hall United States Air Force Hospital. In March of 1973, North Vietnam released American prisoners of war it had held for as long as 10 years. Knowing the men had spent years enduring torture and living in terrible conditions without proper nutrition or medical care, the staff at Wilford Hall mobilized every specialty in the hospital to care for the returning heroes who arrived on the Kelly Air Force Base flight line. Additional construction projects in the 1970s and 1980s added the D Wing to the hospital, which enabled it to maintain its place as a leader in DoD healthcare. Over the years, Wilford Hall personnel continued their missions of research and medical care. The 1980s saw great strides in this area, with the development of the extracorporeal membrane oxygenation machine, used as a heart and lung bypass device for infants. Later that same decade, the announcement by the National Institutes of Health announced Wilford Hall had been designated a National Center for AIDS Research, the only such center in the Department of Defense. On July 1, 1993, a significant event would change the hospital forever. The Air Force restructured Wilford Hall United States Air Force Medical Center, bringing the hospital at Lackland Air Force Base under the wing construct and redesignating it as the 59th Medical Wing. This change brought with it distinct groups and squadrons. The overarching mission of the 59th Medical Wing continued to be the treatment of U.S. military personnel. With such a critical mission, the hospital continued to see patients pass through its doors who had been wounded while defending freedom. After the Vietnam War, Wilford Hall saw patients who had been involved in Operation Eagle Claw, Operation Just Cause, and Operation Desert Storm. Such operations led, in 1994, to the establishment of the Air Force's first Critical Care Air Transport Team, or CCAT. These teams, 1 physician, 1 critical care nurse, and 1 cardiopulmonary technician, enables aeromedical evacuation of critically injured and critically ill patients. The terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001 provided the 59th Medical Wing with the opportunity of deploying these new CCAT teams, as well as the chance to show the rest of the world the men and women of the 59th Medical Wing could answer their nation's call. The wing not only deployed its personnel to Afghanistan as part of Operation Enduring Freedom, but also provided the majority of personnel staffing the Air Force Theater Hospital in Balad, Iraq, as part of Operation Iraqi Freedom from 2003 to 2011. In addition to the expeditionary commitments fulfilled by the 59th Medical Wing, personnel from Wilford Hall Medical Center also continued supporting the vital mission of humanitarian assistance both in the U.S. and abroad. Such operations in the first decade of the 21st century included medical support of Hurricane Katrina, Gustav, Ike, and humanitarian relief operations in Haiti after a 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck the tiny island nation. As a result of the 2005 Base Realignment and Closure Commission, or BRAC, the mission of the 59th Medical Wing expanded dramatically. This mission expansion set into motion the relocation of 59th Medical Wing inpatient services to what later became the San Antonio Military Medical Center at Joint Base San Antonio, Fort Sam Houston, making it the Department of Defense's only Level 1 trauma center and largest medical center. The BRAC also drove the decision to transfer Wilford Hall into the Department of Defense's largest outpatient ambulatory surgical center. In 2009, the 12th Medical Group, located on Joint Base San Antonio Randolph, was redesignated as the 359th Medical Group and was aligned under the 59th Medical Wing. The group leads the Air Force with the busiest APTU flight, training 5,000 future Air Force aviators and aircrew annually from 5 Air Education and Training Command pipelines to enhance in-flight performance via altitude chamber, spatial disorientation trainer, and night vision instruction. In February of 2010, the 559th Medical Group aligned under the 59th Medical Wing, providing medical support to the 37th Training Wing's Battlefield Airman Training Group, 40,000 basic military trainees, 27,000 technical training students, and 2,000 trainees from the Army and the Navy. In 2011, the San Antonio Military Health System, or SAMHS, was developed. As part of the 59th Medical Wing's newly established partnership as the Department of Defense's largest ambulatory surgical center, plans were underway to replace the 9-story facility occupied since 1957. November of 2012 saw the creation of the 959th Medical Group. Comprised of nearly 1,600 airmen, the 959th is Air Force Medical Service's largest readiness, skills sustainment, and deployment platform. The 959th Medical Group oversees the largest graduate medical education capability in the DoD, with 33 resident programs operating within the San Antonio Uniformed Services Health Education Consortium. January of the year 2016 saw a significant expansion of the 59th Medical Wing's mission with the addition of its 7th group, the 59th Training Group. The 59th Training Group develops, delivers, and evaluates medical training for 75 medical treatment facilities and deployment operations worldwide. The training group also supports military medical service and medical readiness training at the Service Integrated Medical Education and Training Campus. Other training sites include 2 operating locations, a detachment, and 17 additional areas around the world. The staff also trains 5,254 trainees and manages 125 acres at the Medical Readiness Training Center on San Antonio's Camp Bullis. With medical readiness as its foundation, the wing maintains 3,000 mobility positions for expeditionary forces and is the home of multiple unique advanced deployed care teams, such as the Tactical Critical Care Evacuation Team Enhanced, Pediatric and Neonatal CCAT, and Austere Surgical Team. The 59th Medical Wing is the pilot unit for 43 unique UTCs within the Air Force, including critical care and multiple specialty EMEDS expansion capabilities. The 59 MDW maintains specialty teams such as the Acute Lung Rescue Team, the Tactical Critical Care Evacuation Team, the Critical Care Air Transport Team, the Ground Critical Care Team, and the Mobile Field Surgical Team on short notice alert posture, which is why the 59th Medical Wing takes great pride in serving as America's 911. The new Wilford Hall Ambulatory Surgical Center is a $442 million, 682,000 square foot, state-of-the-art facility. It has 4 wings with 4 floors, housing more than 25 outpatient clinics and clinical services. Wilford Hall, the Department of Defense's largest outpatient ambulatory surgical center, and the 59th Medical Wing maintains its role as the U.S. Air Force's flagship medical organization. With a distinguished history and a focus towards the future, the 59th Medical Wing will always be ready to answer the nation's call for life-saving care into the 21st century and beyond.